Are we live?
It
Hello?
looks that way.
I'm going to turn down this background noise.
Let's let the people gather round. Gather, good people. Hear ye, hear ye. Come hither. Go ahead, Glowworm. This is your stream.
Huh?
This is your channel and your stream.
Yeah. It is my stream. It's my
Do
channel.
you have anything to say?
Hi, Amelia. Saying hi to my fan. What are we doing? Hello?
I'm here. I can't see if anyone's in the chat, so
No, there isn't. I think it's Amelia. No, there's two.
it's
Two.
just Amelia.
It's just Amelia. Hi, Amelia.
Hold
Okay.
on just a second.
Oh, wait. Now there's five.
Hello, everybody. Let's have them
Hello.
matriculate in there. Hello, Lou. Hello, Amelia. Hello, everybody.
Koopa?
Um, how are you? How are you doing? Glowworm, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, I was doing just fine until I heard something rather disturbing today, and it was really hard to hear. It was really hard to hear.
Oh. What did you hear?
I'm so glad you
This
asked.
sounds like it's scripted.
I'm
Go
so
ahead.
glad you asked. Well, I was listening to a stream. Can you get that? Can you get the comment off the thing? It's
Oh.
it's very distracting. It's very distracting.
How do
It's
I get it?
taking
Oh, there it
it's
goes.
taking
Okay.
away from the message, and that is I stand with the dawn. With the dawn, I stand for dawn. Um, what happened today was a particular individual, a smile for Dawn, had her
Hi, Mary.
smile taken away without regard for any human life or decency or anything like that. And my God, was she discarded, thrown under the bus, thrown at the bus, thrown out of the bus, and thrown out the back of the bus. I've never seen anything like it. It's a hell of a
She just
for
got
the
thrown out,
people.
huh?
Yeah. Discarded, trash, um, treated like trash, forgotten. And I just find that interesting that from the very people that just went on and on and on about how it wasn't right to be treated a certain way, this, that, or the other because of an illness or whatever, and they just do that to their friend, and that's just very sad.
It is
And
very sad.
it's sad to hear someone who's going through something, and that these other people know that they know it, and they pretend like they're ignorant to it and don't give a shit, but it's a big deal when it happens to them, when words are said to them about something, not even by their friends, not even by their friends, but people that they hate and people that they despise and loathe and are angry about. And they did this to their own friend. At least at the time they were friends, and that's sad. I mean, she sounded legitimately very upset about that, and I
She
get that
was very upset.
because
It was sad to hear.
it was because like I didn't know her husband had cancer. I mean, that's terrible, especially when it comes out and it and look, it gets real obvious when the person on panel bounces, has nothing to say about it when it comes down to it, and that is you knew dealing with this with her husband's illness, and that didn't matter. Wow,
Yeah, that
good
hurts.
job.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, to that, I mean that really says it all to me. Um, yeah,
Good
no
Lord.
sympathy, no sympathy from me now.
No.
Going that way. I mean, yeah, I mean, who cares? Basically, that's how I feel. Who gives a shit um about what they're doing or how they feel? They did this to their own friend and someone who
Can you
wasn't even
imagine?
online. I can't imagine because that person wasn't even really online, and they do that, and they go on this huge sympathy tour and trying to drum up people and get people all stirred up with emotion and all this, and then they in the meantime they turn around and do this to someone else, their friend. And it's interesting because the person that they're also associating with, well, gee, that's how this all started. Because our Dawn, we stand for her. We know she's not a troll. We know she's not a bad person or anything like that. She's just here. Her crime, like she said, was being a friend to Pandora at the time, and that was it. That's all it took. And look at these people. They can't even keep their own ethics and morals straight, even when it's people on their own side. And they have the audacity to comment about something I do or say, like I'm hurting them, and then they do this, and this comes out, and they're left holding the bag with nothing to say, mouth agape, and the only answer is I must flee the scene. I must hit and run, flee the scene. Hit and run, flee the scene.
Wow.
Oh, good job, crew. Now let's circle this back, okay? Because I think this is all very circular here, Glowworm.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it's real bad. Like it's okay. So you got that. All right, I can forgive that, sort of, kind of. If it wasn't for the mewling and the bang and the braying like donkeys, poor me. Um, and that, and the other. Okay, let's move on to what Dawn did, supposedly. What did Dawn do? What was her big what was she accused of? What was her big crime that she allegedly did? Oh, that was she was
Gizmo.
yeah, yes. A certain individual. Let's get into that. Let's get into that for a moment. Hold on, just let me crack this open real quick. Yeah. All right. So,
Are you good?
oh, I'm good. Hold on. Let me. Ah,
The sound effects are just
yeah.
insane.
All right. So now that I got everyone paying attention, tracking like a train here. So let's go back to this, where this all started, supposedly, and that is this Gizmo account, right? Evil Gizmo, this horrible supposed troll that's going around doing these horrible things that, as far as I know, no one's ever seen except certain individuals, which will be named here in a moment, and that is Spoofer and Phil and Laura and Jeff, I believe. Supposedly, this person, Gizmo, the troll account, was removed. The first account was removed for terms of service violations, blah, 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 blah. Okay, for whatever reason, fine. This second Gizmo comes back. All right, whatever. And who is there's a very common denominator here, and we talk about common denominators. You listen here, Jeffrey. There's a common denominator here, and that is Spoofer. I think I slowed that down enough for him. He's got that, and that is there was one individual, one singular individual that went around talking about our Gizmo, this troll Gizmo, this horrible person Gizmo. Like we're so bad for having this Gizmo person popping up in our chat. Like that's like a big deal. Like that's our problem. Who's doing that? It's one person. It's Spoofer. It's Spoofer bringing attention to this one singular account. It's always her. Very interesting. So, who blames Dawn? Who? But I'll let you handle that one, Chloe. Who do you think goes out and throws the first stone at Dawn?
Spoof. Am I right?
Yes, you nailed it.
Hey!
Yeah, and not only now, yeah. Are you sitting down for this? Not only does she blame Dawn, which I'm not really sure why she would think Dawn did this, other than there was a name that said "A Smile for Dawn" on a recording, screenshot, whatever it was, and that somehow automatically meant that Dawn did this, when we all know that we can easily do that and change our names to whatever we want to. And I just find that interesting that the person going around talking about that account and then automatically blames someone else, the person that's been keeping that name relevant and saying this person's bad, this Gizmo account's terrible. They're going around doing all this bad stuff, bad, bad, bad. Okay. And then you blame someone without any actual proof or anything like that. That's fine. Um, but we all know that wasn't Dawn. We know that's not her. Okay, so looking past that, fine. And then you find out all this other crap that Phil and Laura knew about what Dawn was dealing with. That's why she didn't get back. I mean, these people, they want to sit there. Oh, these people are terrible. They're doing. They're just awful people. Bitch. And I'm talking to you, Laura. Shut your face. I'm Richard Groiper. Stop faking illness.
What did you just say?
You heard what I said.
Alrighty then. Hi, Daisy.
And also, yeah, I take back the what was it, Phil? What was it? The medicine that the doctor gave her that made her die for 6 seconds? Is that what you said, Phil? Yeah, it was. I won't finish that comment.
You were what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Who just rage quit? What is he talking about?
Phil
Supa.
rage quit.
Where?
No, he didn't actually rage quit. He didn't have anything to say on panel today with Dawn. When Dawn confronted him with the truth that he knew, and Laura knew, this poor, innocent, compassionate piece of shit woman, Laura, fuck you. And, her dying and all this stuff, and then her friend, the person with someone actually dying, Laura, actually dying. You didn't give a fuck.
Richard, that's not nice. Stop. Stop.
I
got to stop.
I'm not nice. Why should I be nice? I was nice the first time because I was joking. Now I'm not joking. What? It's not awkward. I'm just saying, like, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. And you two pieces of shit, I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
I see.
See this game is fun too because it's called. Now this is not your fault, Chloe, because you didn't know what I was going to say, right? Did I tell you like this is what I'm going to say, this, that, and the other? Did I say that? Did you know?
No, no,
Yeah,
not at all.
exactly. This is how the game is played. And it's not that you're getting set up here. It's just it's very interesting um, when you hear things like this, and you're supposed to be. I'm supposed to feel like a terrible person because we teased at something that we all know wasn't even true, and then this comes out, and this person that's faking suicide, and oh yeah, that's the other part too, Glowworm. Did you know that we totally didn't understand what Spoofer was saying yesterday on Jeff's stream? We just didn't get it. We it was out of context. She was misunderstood. If I'm not mistaken, she said she was going to put a gun to her head and pull the trigger, and it would be someone's fault. Correct? I don't think that was misunderstood.
No,
Another
that
piece of
wasn't
shit.
misunderstood.
Yeah. I know it's all awkward. I know it's like, oh my god, is he allowed to say this stuff? Like, oh, yeah, I'm allowed to say that. I mean, it's just this will be interesting. I wonder how they will respond. I wonder how you guys will respond. Go ahead. Please do. Please respond. I hope you do. Jeff had nothing to say because Jeff knows he's full of shit and a hypocrite, letting someone who uses their mental illness as a weapon and as a means for sympathy and attention. And he sits there, I'm silent, I'm just I'm not going to say anything, even though this happened yesterday. Good job, voice of reason. I think Miller was right. I don't think you had your therapy pants on today, and you that must have slipped your mind or something. I guess maybe you were passed out at the moment. Was that it? Probably was. I think I'm covering a lot of ground right now.
You are covering a lot of ground.
Did I miss something? Oh, I thought you were going to throw me off and say I'm a bad person. I was waiting for that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why would I throw you off?
Thank you. Thank you for standing with me. Thank you for standing with Dawn. Um, See, the thing is that I can I could go another 45 minutes, another hour, and pretend like, let me appeal to these people's good natures. I don't care about that. There are pieces of shit. You guys are pieces of shit. You know who you are. And I'm not going to pretend with word games. You guys are pieces of shit. You're full of shit. You're liars. And it's so obvious that I'm glad you all are together. I really am. You guys have formed the perfect super team over there. I know I say over there. Now I'm starting to sound like Phil, but it does work out because that thing will never be stable. You have too many moving parts. They'll never see eye to eye. You have Spoofer over there, faking suicide and all this other bullshit that never happened, and other illnesses and stuff that are being faked, and other people that couldn't even marry their common law husband. Or wait, no, you were the common law husband. You couldn't even marry your wife when she was on her deathbed. What a piece of shit. Talking to me, talking